Welcome back to Chatting and Gassing, everybody. This is a GTA 1% biker talk show where we dive deep into 1% motorcycle clubs within GTA. And today we are back with another banger. Give it up for Devil's Mercy. Yes, sir. Okay, so before we get into the talking segment, we will go ahead and introduce today's host for the show and then today's guest. Uh, it is your boy RFFR Crazy Boy, founder of Hell Riders, active Toledo Bay president. Go ahead and pass the mic to Cosmo.
Hello, I'm Cosmo. I'm the active national president of Power Riders.
Okay. So you can go ahead, Devil's Mercy. Do it in any order that you guys are comfortable with. The mic's on you boys.
So I'm Mac. I'm one of the founders and national president of Devil's Mercy. Let everybody else just introduce themselves.
I'm Jarhead, president of Del Perro Charter, Mother Charter.
I'm Dizzy, also a founder of Devil's Mercy, and I'm a sergeant of arms of Del Perro.
I'm Drex, VP of Del Perro.
I'm Hiller. I'm the enforcer for La Mesa.
I'm Warrior. I'm the head enforcer for Del Perro.
I'm Diablo. I'm the enforcer for Del Perro.
I'm Trippy. I'm the sergeant at arms for La Mesa.
And Drake is an enforcer for Del Perro, but I think he's away doing something right now.
All right, yeah, that's fine, man. Definitely, man. I hear a lot of leader roles. Heard a few founders, so definitely gonna be a lit episode. Appreciate everybody coming out. You know what I'm saying, making their time. You know what I'm saying for this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and dive deep into the first question. So, what is the meaning behind the Devil's Mercy name and center patch?
Honestly, we just tried to. Everybody had the same kind of shit, man. So never really seen much devil shit about. So we just fucking went with that. And obviously, one of the clubs we came from before was the complete opposite of that. So we wanted a change, and that was it. The centerpiece, we just fucking. It was the first patch maker that we used that actually came up with that, man. I just told him, like, put a devil on it, man, try and make it a bit different. And he gave us that, man. So it's just been that ever since. Like, all of the odd ones that you'd seen on Google, people had already used and shit. I've tried to find that on Google, it's fucking impossible, man.
Yeah, trying to find something original and organic. 2023. Yeah, anybody can feel free to add in on any of these questions, you know. It's not just like oriented towards one person, you know, whoever fits the question can answer it or add on. So I appreciate that. And that was Mac speaking. Okay.
But if you can't,
Appreciate it.
if the accent's a bit too strong, just tell me, man. Americans always struggle the first couple of times, but me and you've spoke before, so you're probably used to it by now.
Yeah. All right, so this is a question dedicated to the oldest patch in the room, besides a founding member. So you have your founding members, and then the freshest patch to be added to that. Is he here?
That would be
You said
Jarhead.
freshest.
Who is that?
Oh, freshest patch.
Did you say freshest or like the next to the oldest to be patched in?
So like, yeah, you have your founders. Who was the baby, like the fresh patch? Obviously, besides the first
Jarhead.
Yeah, John.
Jarhead.
That's me.
So Jarhead.
Mhm.
Okay, Jarhead. Yeah, this question would be for you then, man.
All right then.
So, what made you want to join Devil's Mercy out of all the choices out there? What drawn you here? Or yeah.
Well, see, when I joined Devil Mercy, I was pretty fresh to the community. You know, I didn't know too much. I've been, turned down by a club or two. You know, because I'm a very honest person. So when I came to Devil's Mercy, man, like I've been in probably one other club than this. And the way that club was it was nothing like what we got here. What we
Yeah.
have here, what we have now is it's vibrant, man. Like I've been in a club and it was just dead. Nothing but a long tag list, but nobody ever there. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But all that changed when, I came here and as a hang around and as a prospect, it was a great experience. You see, it really gave me what I was looking for. So uh, what else can I add to that, man? It was just all around great people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
It was
something
strict,
basically.
but
Yeah, you haven't experienced before.
right,
Something true.
right. It was a good experience, not because sometimes you go to a club and it's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? You hang around, but you don't even get the sense of being a hang around. Or you don't
Yeah.
get the sense of prospect. You Here it was different.
Can
You
I add
cutting out,
something
bro.
to that?
Yeah, you could add. Anybody can add
So,
anything.
like, the way I feel like he says it was different and shit when he came here, man. Like, we started with 10 founders when Jarhead came, right? Obviously, there's fucking 3 now. Not all 10 of them survived, man. That was on them. But, like, we all knew each other for the longest before this. Like, we all came from fucking a club together and started this. So, we never had that, like, people having to get to know each other bullshit, man. He was the only one we had to get to know, and he fitted in straight away, man. So he was exactly what we were looking for starting this. So that's why he fucking obviously just became one of us instantly in it. Like, he was our first recruit, and now look at him, man. He's fucking sitting there as a president.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Also, this is a 420 friendly podcast. You know what I'm saying? Biker talk show, man. Blaze up them doobies. No Reggie allowed. You will be
Oh,
you will be exposed
Don't say
for
it.
the
Dizzy,
Reggie.
Dizzy, he's
Don't say
talking
my
to
name,
you.
bro.
Oh
Don't say my
shit!
name. Don't say my name.
Oh shit!
Nah, that's just I just fuck around with him and say it's only Reggie in New York, man.
Don't say that, bro.
Oh, oh shit! He's pissed. What y'all say? He's tight.
Nah, Jill, don't even.
All right, but anyways, yeah, well said, bro. Moving forward, so what would Devil's Mercy like to see change in the 1% community? Anybody can add their opinion on that question.
Man.
Anybody want to say it, or do I need to say it?
Nah,
I
I
got it.
need this. I
Well,
go ahead, bro.
somebody started, then you add on to it.
I got some.
Go ahead,
Right,
bro.
yours can go
Less
ahead, go for
drama,
it.
less bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Just less of the day-to-day bullshit. Like, if we're all just kind of chilling or whatever, leave us the fuck alone. We're not starting shit, you know? Like, the motherfuckers that just come across out of nowhere and just start shooting at you for no fucking reason, and you've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Just the less drama, really.
Yeah. Me personally, man, I gotta stop seeing people with that 1% on their back and shooting rockets, bro. All
Nah,
I
Yeah.
hear
that's what I'm
from
saying.
every club is, "Oh, we not running on this. We just shoot tasers." What, bro?
Like what?
We're not 99ers, we just shoot rockets in it. Like, come
Like,
on, man.
come on, bro. Put the 1% off your back. It ain't hard. Like,
They hit
why?
you
What's
with
the
this.
point?
We 1% until broken. Like that
Like, what
Nah,
defeats
is
the whole
bro,
that?
1%
bro,
meaning.
it's not even that, right? It's like clubs that are in my DMs talking about being OGs, and we know nothing. But they're throwing rockets at you. Like, come on, man. Like, fucking
Oh,
go over
Slytherin.
yourself. We won't mention any names.
I didn't say names.
But nah, man. Like, I would just like to see the bullshit stop, man. Like, all of this when somebody's down in a gunfight and they start blowing themselves up. Like, bro, it's a scorecard, man. It doesn't fucking mean that much. Like, who honestly gives a fuck? And all of this, like, bro, I've been tased about 27 times this week. Honestly, it's fucking unbelievable, man. Like, it's just constant, man. Like,
Start your series,
if you
Taser
can't,
Chronicles.
if you can't, if you can't get a rip on somebody, man, no need to fucking tase them. Like, it's bullshit. Or just, bro, I was fighting a guy 2 days ago who just ran me over for 10 minutes. I'm like, right, you must be really enjoying yourself here, man.
Back to
Yeah, you gotta
who
stay up.
said this? They said like all the bullshit, like somebody that shoot you, you don't even know them.
That's
That
That
was
was
bullshit.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Who?
Warrior.
Yeah, man, I can definitely agree on that. I think if the community did a little bit more politicking, you know, you could settle a lot of these like petty beefs. Uh,
Yeah, I agree.
but yeah, I could definitely agree with that, man. It's crazy. Like you'll see somebody you don't even know them. Like like us, we'll try to chill with you, but 10 minutes later he's trying to stab you. Get some little clout on
Like
Instagram,
the
20
false,
likes.
the false like pretty much false being nice, like showing up. Yeah, man, you chilling everything. Then out of
Yeah,
nowhere, it's like you turn your back to run up with a fucking knife. Like, come on, man.
like
Like, bro,
us.
shoot set.
Like if we see
Shoot
a
first.
club that
Sorry, I'll let
we,
you.
nah, you good, bro. What was you saying?
I was going to say shooting first, like all that shoot first shit, that isn't even supposed to be 1%, man. If you fucking really look into it, like all the
Yeah.
clubs that do all that, like fair enough, right? If you're beefing with somebody and you want to do some fuck shit with them, feel free, man. But like these people that are just going around random clubs, like bro, the last club I was in, like 3 separate occasions, people tried to infiltrate it, and we never even knew who they were half of the time, and they were just trying to blow us up and get a video on IG. Like, bro, come on, man, fucking grow up.
Yeah. So on to the next question. You guys might like this one. There's a bad echo. One sec. So with being a newer club in the MC scene and gaining a lot of publicity quick, what is it like growing in the new era of 1% we have? 1%ers we have.
I mean, I'm pretty sure for most of us, especially a lot of us coming from the same club, it ain't nothing new. As soon as we started the club, it was just about hard work and putting us first and making sure we did what we had to do as a club to make sure our brotherhood was what we imagined it to be, and that all of our members, new and old, did what they had to do to get to where they had to be, where they at now. So all that publicity, we work on it every day. We work for what we got. We work for what we get, and it's nothing new for most of us.
Well said. Who was that?
Dizzy.
Okay then. All right. That
Can
leads
I
me
add
up.
something to that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Anybody can add anything.
Uh, so I agree with what he said. It's hard to, especially with like newer clubs like us, it's hard to build a solid foundation because with the kind of like fighting mentality that's taken over, where a lot of people believe a club's worth is just based on how many fights they have and like scorecards and shit. There's respectfully to say to other clubs, there's a lot more squeakers in the community who just care about fighting and scorecards than there ever has been. So with us, especially having a good core of guys who like fighting enough, but still know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to this is profanity friendly, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro.
Uh, so
I
having
mean,
a
I was cussing my ass off, so
having a
Yeah.
solid core who know what the fuck they're doing definitely helps. But for any new clubs that want to build, they got to get that core, and they can't have guys who only care about fighting because that's what kills a club, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. No, I can definitely
This
agree with that one.
amen.
Who was that?
that
Buick.
was B-Whip.
Okay, so how has your club evolved since you first opened it? How you guys been around for how long?
About 7 months.
Okay, okay. So that's a decent amount of time, within this community. Most clubs fold, about 2 months, especially like staying 1%. There's clubs that open, but they don't stay 1% that long, where they fold and completely disbanded. So, that's a long run. How can anybody explain how the club evolved since y'all first opened?
Honestly, like not much has changed, man, apart from get rid of some of the fucking idiots. Like when we started, as I said, there was 10, right? But sorry, a lot of those 10 just came because they never liked the situation we were in before, and they thought that that founder shit like that went to a lot of people's heads, man. It thought they were gonna just make dumb fucking choices for the club and like it had to go their way. It doesn't work like that, man. Like everybody has to agree in it. This is why we're still fucking thriving and shit. Like we can come to the same agreement with shit and actually fucking agree instead of just butting heads all day, falling out over dumb shit. Like we're always going to be 1%. It's what everybody in this club knows, man. Like we don't ego or do any of that bullshit. That's never going to change for us. Like we've had people that have joined, right? They've been the craziest shot ever, blew people up, and we've been like, right, see you later. You're not here, man. Fuck that. Like, you're not giving us a bad name because you're annoyed that somebody shot you and you want to blow them up. That's not what we're about, man. Fuck that shit. So, honestly, not much has really changed from the first fucking day, man. We stick to the same principles that we've always done. It's just that there's not as many as it started here because they never really wanted to stick by their principles.
It really just showed the strong out of the weak, and the strongest here right now. You speaking something?
Like, don't get me wrong, we came from a shit situation, but they weren't going to turn this into that all over again. Fuck that, man. Like, we've been through that cycle, we're not doing it again. There's a reason this club's here, and it's to avoid the bullshit, the favouritism, the fucking inner circles. Like, that's not what a brotherhood's about, man. We keep it tight. Like, every single person in this club, I could trust with fucking anything. Like, my last club, man, I didn't want to tell people shit apart from like half of the people that are standing here. Like, fuck that, man. Once it gets to that point, you may as well just close and fold. But as I says, we fucking keep true to what we came up with. Like, fuck all of that bullshit changing to suit certain people and shit. That's when you fail.
Okay.
I got one thing to add on to that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This club is exactly how it's described. Just real life. I'm a prospect. Real life for a motorcycle club, and this club is the absolute closest I've ever seen to actually matching what a real MC has. And I would not like. It's literally what drew me in initially, and I see it being in and everything. It's the closest fucking thing to the real life that I've seen. It's all around just fucking awesome.
Like, the guy that just said that, Warrior, we patched another club over, and fucking Warrior came with them. He's the only one of them that actually survived and got to wear the fucking patch, man. And he picked this over people they already knew, so they must have been doing some shit right.
Yeah. Well, remember how they described Warrior?
Most
The most
loyal
loyal guy
motherfucker
you'll
they
ever
know.
meet.
They definitely weren't wrong.
Okay. Well, with that being said, man, appreciate y'all. That ends it for my questions. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to Cosmo, and he'll go ahead and ask his.
So to begin, what made you guys form Devil's Mercy in the first place?
Right, so I'm not going to mention the names of the club we were in, right, because I'm not here to fucking promote any of them or shit like that. Fuck them. We were all part of a club. Most of us standing here, me, Dizzy, Buick, Trippy, Drex, Killers as well, right? We were all part of this club, man, and like, it was good to start, right? I was the president of Mother Charter and shit. Like, I wasn't a founder, I fucking worked my way up, man. It was, not gonna lie, it was probably one of the best experiences apart from this I've had in the MC community, right? But that club only got founded because the previous club before that, which we all came from, I was part of that as well. Like, the president in there was a fucking idiot, man, right? So it was like dictatorship, all of that bullshit. So that's why said club got formed, and fucking the further it got in, man, it was the same patterns, like the same shit, man, and fucking certain people were only included in things. There was just like things would only go a certain way to benefit people. People were getting put in top 3 spots without votes and shit. Like, it wasn't a brotherhood anymore, basically, is what I'm trying to say, right? So I just decided I was done. Like, I wasn't being the president of fucking something that, like, I wasn't representing something that was a lie, basically. Like, I'm not going out there fucking every day, man, slugging it out with fucking half the community while the rest of the club, apart from the people here, they're all sitting in DayZ not giving a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that, man. Like, so I decided I was leaving. We held a patch meeting and I said my shit and fucking I stood up, man, said I was going, and half the charter said they were coming with me. I'm like, what? Like, I never expected that shit, man. But like, they
Yeah.
stuck by me, man. So I kind of owed Devil's Mercy to them. Know what I mean? So we started this, and then fucking there was a lot of like once we left, man. Some people didn't take it very well. They came into a session and started shooting at us. We shot back. It was a shit show, man. Fucking Drex and Richard and Killers were still part of them at this point, and fucking we ended up. There was a lot of shit on IG, man, like saying shit without saying shit, and then next thing you know, we graved them. We started beefing, and it's just been fucking. It's been up since then, basically. Yeah. Drex fucking. I'll let them speak on like what they thought, man, other people and how it came about. But that's basically it. We just get fed up with it, like the fake brotherhood shit, man. Like fuck that. Like everybody should be in it together to benefit the club. It shouldn't be like two people trying to do their own thing and take over from everything. That's bullshit, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, but it was really just it was a bunch of it was like a bunch of rule bending to so everything could go a certain person's way. Like it would be okay if the whole club could vote on this, but if we end up voting on something else that I don't like, then I'm gonna find a way to try to bend the rules. So that's what was going on over there. So yeah.
So me over there, I was like the second, first hang around over there, and it was a great club, honestly. Like Mackie joined us a hang around, became president. It was awesome. He did his thing, but becoming a lifer and really just seeing that shit fold and a bunch of grown men become childish, it wasn't it. This man Maggie didn't even finish his sentence and told me he was leaving, and I said I'm down because at this point I seen no hope for that club, and I knew because we knew how to get out of that and avoid what we came out of, this club could grow to be what it is now.
Like, the funny thing about it is, right, they all say that we're rejects and shit. Like, I was a president, a lifer, I walked away and left, man. Like, all of us left. That should open people's eyes up to some bullshit. Know what I mean? Like, none of us are gonna walk away from a fucking patch. Like, we all fought to build that fucking shit to where it was. Like, we're not just gonna walk away for
Literally.
the club's doing shit. We walked away because of the bullshit, man. Like, the lies, it's just fucked, man. Like, it's a fucking game, man, and people are acting like it's politics shit.
A great club at one certain time. Like, they were one of the top content creators on Instagram, and then that shit just folded. Oh no. They
yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
But best thing we ever done was walk away and form this shit, definitely, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, and with that in mind, what would you say that the biggest impact, good or bad, for your club has been thus far?
Me personally, taking over West Side, but y'all could go ahead.
Hell yeah.
You gotta back.
Go for it, Drake.
Kind of to piggyback off of what Crazy Boy just said. I mean, I was in the whole nother club when they first started, but just to see how they started, how fast they gained respect and everything, and I think that was probably personally one of the biggest impacts that I saw.
I would probably just say the same as Drex, man. Like, obviously, when clubs just start, man, like, no offence to any of these new clubs, pop-up clubs and that, man, but like, they start out with people they don't even know, man. Like, see, when people knew I left that club, I had randoms messaging me like, do you want to start a club with me? Like, bro, I don't even know you. Like,
what?
That's gonna be a failure at the get-go, man. Like, we're getting nowhere at that point, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have something solid, man, and like, when I was in that last club, I built a lot of fucking relationships with like other clubs because I was the president and shit. And like, obviously they all had respect for me, man, and they knew what I was about over there, so they knew the same shit here would fucking apply, man. It would still be 1%, no bullshit, fucking. Like, that's why people give us the respect, man, because they know that no matter what, we stick to that shit. Like, people are out here blowing people up when they get mad, man, not us, man. We'll slug it out with ARs for you. for the all night, man.
Yeah.
And people know that. Like, I don't know. We did grow quick as fuck, but like I never expected that.
So for my next question, I wanted to know, what do you guys do on a daily basis? Like, what do your activities consist of?
Good night, girl.
Can I answer this, Mackie?
You've been away on a break, so
I've been away,
nah,
but I still know.
right. Obviously, the past week or shit, we have kind of been fighting a lot, man, just because there's an ongoing beef and shit. But every day, man, we have like. So we operate through Discord mainly, right? And in an announcement channel, there'll be daily events. So there's always some shit to do. There'll be like club ride, fight night, fucking game night, like just whatever, man. But we're not always in GTA either. Like, as I says, we all know each other well, man. We've knew each other for like best part of 2 years. So we'll just chill, fucking do whatever, man. But there's always shit to do here. Like we try and make sure of that because we came from somewhere that nobody had shit to do. So we try and keep it active, man. Like if it's not the fucking daily activities, it's like under patches. There's not even any here, man, to explain it. Like they've got challenges they need to do every week and shit, and most of them will have like help a full patch with this or whatever. So there's always shit like. Even though they're coming up, we're still helping them through it, you know what I mean? Instead of just leaving them to
Yeah.
be like, right, you're a prospect for 2 months and then you'll move up. So that keeps us fucking going as well, man, doing shit like that.
Can I piggyback off what you said?
Go for it.
Who is
It's
that?
like regardless of what we doing. Oh, this is Jarhead.
Go ahead. Okay, okay.
Like regardless of what we are doing or what time it is, it don't really matter what we do. See, like we all join this party like happily to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not like one of them things like, oh, let me go show face a little bit just to come stay in the club, such a drag. Now I hop in the party every day because I want to talk to these people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause like we like that. You feel me? So it's just a
Yeah,
bond that we have here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
and
we've got members like, sorry, Buick, I'll let you say your piece.
it's okay, Mackie. I'll let the national president speak.
I was just gonna say like we've got members that have met up in real life and shit and fucking hung out, man. Like Jarhead and one of our founders, Saint, man, they've met up and fucking got drunk as fucking shit. You know how it is, but like that's what I mean. Everybody here gets along. It's not like one of those clubs like. I've been in clubs, man, and people have joined the party, and you're like, I'm muting this guy. You know what I mean, man? There's sometimes there's that annoying one. Like you don't get that here, man. If you don't fit in, you're not gonna make it.
What made you want to join Devil's Mercy instead of any of the other clubs that are out there?
Killers or Diablo?
Well, for me, Devil's Mercy wasn't the initial first club that I had tried to join after leaving my previous club, but after it didn't work out over there, I already know some of the guys over here. I already know how they roll. They keep it tight and they keep shit fair. So I kind of already knew how shit roll over here. So I just decided to come over here.
So in your personal opinion, what would you say the biggest impact social media had on the community as a whole was?
Um, I feel like for a lot of the bikers, new people, it really shows all the newcomers what us content creators are really about, and it's really showing that even though this game is fucking however years old, we still coming out with new things and just showing our creativity every day with something new and some new glitches and shit.
Like to be honest, before like Instagram and shit, people probably just joined MCs because they like to patch. Like if you're on Instagram and shit now, you can see the content clubs are putting out and being like, fuck man, I want to be a part of that instead of ending up in some shit fucking MC that's got a nice patch, man. Like, I'm not saying that fucking only good MCs do content, but if you see an MC that does good content, man, you're probably going to want to join, aren't you?
Dizzy.
All right, so that ends it for the 5th episode of Chat the Gassing. Really appreciate you guys for coming out today and chatting it up with us. Also, much love to the supporters out there, showing love to the talk show and returning after our brief break. Until next time, everybody.